Hey, productivity fans. Are you doing what's truly most important to you? I would guess that many of you ask yourselves this question periodically, as I know I do. Well, today I challenge you to prove it. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek inside my thought process on my answer to that question, in hopes that it will be helpful to you in answering that question for yourself. So I was listening to a podcast recently, and I'm pretty sure it was Hal Elrod's, but I recommend you check out his podcast either way, and the link will be in the description. And he had a guest who is a speaker, and this guest likes to ask his audience what is most important to them. And it may be no surprise to you that most of the time the answer is family. And then this guest likes to ask his audience to prove it by showing what's on their calendar. Now, it may also not be a surprise that many times what they say is most important, their family, does not really align with what's on their calendar, which is maybe mostly business things, work, that kind of thing. And so it made me kind of wonder how my calendar looks. So I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable here and show you my calendar and kind of walk you through my analysis and thought process of things that I'm doing well and things that I can maybe improve upon. So I did my best not to cheat, but I do have a couple of caveats. So I disabled my work calendar and I blurred out a couple of times that are from my work calendar that I also have invited my personal calendar. So anyway, but other than that, this is really what my calendar looks like on a pretty regular basis. So as I was getting ready to record this today, I was taking a look at it last night and recorded some screenshots. So here's what my calendar looks like. So as you can see, the very beginning of my day, I start out with my miracle morning. So I get up at 5:15 and do my miracle morning for about an hour. And then after that, I shower and I eat and I read my scriptures. So I start off the day with investing in myself. And I would consider that a pretty decent win. And then I start my day at 7 o'clock with work, and I'm teleworking now. So I just stay at home and do my thing. You'll notice I have lunch in here. So again, that is scheduled. And it is very important to me that I don't have meetings during that time so that I do get a moment away from work to just eat and relax and have a moment of mindfulness. Okay, now skipping to the evening, here's another win I would say is that I do have some time scheduled for my family. And again, I did not cheat. This has been in my calendar. This is what it looks like. But as you can see, I have dinner, family time, and bed prep. So that could be scriptures, games, etc. It varies a little bit from day to day. We do kind of have a routine, but it's not that this is what we're doing exactly every day. But the important thing to me is that I do have this time blocked off in the evening to just spend time with family. As best I can, I don't let things interfere with this time, and we do spend time with family. And I think that's important. Now, the other thing I will kind of mention though is if I jump to Friday, you can see here that I have date night scheduled. And especially during COVID, date night usually kind of devolves into just watching a movie at home. But but I do have that time that I schedule with my wife, and we spend that time together. At least that's the intent, is that we have nothing else get in the way of that, and that we just hang out with the two of us. So a couple of things that I'll mention here as far as improving, because I like to look at things and always look for ways I can improve, is I do have this time blocked off for family, but one thing I would really like to do, and I've been thinking about this for a while, so I think this might finally be the catalyst to do it, is that I want to have more individual time with each of my children. So I know some friends call this hangout time. It may be called, daddy daughter, father son, whatever. And I did something about a month ago with my daughter. We went on a hike, just the two of us, and that was pretty cool. And so that's the kind of thing that I'm looking at doing more in the future with each individual child. A note on calendaring the obvious, like date night. I mean, we know it's Friday night, but the reason it's there is that, for me anyway, is that if I ever have something come up and I go to schedule it on my calendar and I already have something on my calendar, then it's just that signal that, hey, this is on your calendar, this is important. Do you really want this new thing that you're scheduling to override what's already there? And so sometimes the answer may be yes, but sometimes the answer may be, oh yeah, I forgot about that in the moment. Like I was excited about this thing, didn't think about when it was, and look, there's something on my calendar that is important that I don't want to overwrite. So I would say calendar things that are obvious, but that are important. So if it's important, schedule it. So anyway, just kind of a quick glimpse on what I've been thinking about as far as importance and proving what's important and actually acting on what's important. So I hope this was helpful and that you had at least one idea of something that you plan to do to align your actions with what is truly most important to you. And I know from experience that if you do, you'll find more peace and happiness. So please hit like and subscribe so you're sure to keep getting helpful videos like this, and also comment below with your advice on how to align your actions with your priorities. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.